comment we got, this woman was saying that, you know, her husband had some indiscretions and their marriage broke up. She said that people in the church told her that it was her fault that the marriage broke up in terms of her filing for divorce after living with his indiscretions for so long. His family blamed her. First out the gate, I want to say I 100% understand how you can feel hurt, how you can look at people in the church in leadership positions and they tell you something that doesn't sound right and you're like, what in the actual? That actually happened to me. If you go on this page, this whole thing started with me talking about my conversion story in regards to the blacks in the priesthood. And I'm gonna tell you, I got some crazy stuff that was told to me in terms of the reason why that happened. And I could have taken it and been like, deuces, bye, I'm out. Yep. And gotten upset with the bishop that told me said stuff that was completely left field. Yeah. I'll just leave it there. Yeah. But I knew full well that what I was asking of him, he could not explain. And rather than telling me what the real deal was, it was racism, he wanted to try to make it better. The thing that he chose to provide to me as the better reason won't better. And so I can understand why this particular person that left this comment, or anyone else, when you've gotten hurt by people in the church, as well as leadership in the church, how you can feel like it's the whole church.
Right, and that's what I want to speak on. People hurt people, and this is not to negate anybody's feelings. You can't blame everybody for some things that certain people do. Even if your experience is bad, you cannot blame the whole church. We got to start being adults about this situation. Like, I get you hurt. I get certain people said things that you didn't like, or they said the wrong things and it hit you in a certain way, or their family members did. But everybody in the church ain't done that. You can't sit there and put the actions of specific people and specific members on everyone in the church. Right. That's not even fair.
And truth be told, we have experienced this ourselves. You can't put your ex-husband's choices on anybody but himself.
Exactly. That was his choice.
It was his choice for whatever the indiscretions were. It was his choice for how he handled it. It was his choice if he actually mishandled and misappropriated his priesthood authority. All of that is on him. It has nothing to do with the church. It has nothing to do with leadership. None of that.
None of that stuff. Right. At the end of the day, we live in a world where God gave us free agency. Facts. Meaning you choose what you want to do.
And people have a hard time with taking ownership and also giving the ownership and responsibility of said ownership to the right people. You're trying to put what he did on the whole entire church. For you to say, well, the church shouldn't say families can be together forever. Well, first of all, it says can. Yeah. Families can be together forever, not will. Not guaranteed. Right. It's based off of what? Free agency, like my husband just said. And I even understand how hurt you are that you were in this marriage and you were in it until wholeheartedly and in your mind forever, and it didn't work out and pan out that way because of somebody else's crappy choices. I want to say this in all love. Sometimes it's not you, it's not what you did, it's not what you didn't do. It truly is what your ex-husband chose to do. And unfortunately, his wrong, bad, horrible, indifferent choices affected you. Yeah. And negatively. Yeah. And that's a hard blow. But it doesn't mean that it's the whole church. Yeah. And it doesn't mean that you've done anything wrong. Yeah. And if someone told you that, that's on them. Yeah, and they're going to have to deal with that with their Father in heaven as well. But don't you carry all of that hatred, disgust, bitterness, and discord. Because now you're part of your own problem at that point. I'm just going to give that to you as someone who's been there and been in that place. But you can't blame the whole church for your specific situation and what happened to you specifically.
Yeah, at some point, like my wife said, you got to forgive. You may not forget, but you got to forgive. That's going to help to free you. Right. And you can't project your pain on everybody else.
We gotta put the onus where the onus lies.
Yeah.
And what happened, although be it horrible, it's not the whole church. So we hope this helps.